Cancer Champions, welcome to Friday's 5 Minutes of Fitness. Today we're going to work on the lower body, so everything from the belly button down we're going to work. We're going to give it to you quick, and so what I would suggest is that you save this video and do one side only and then switch it to the other side, repeat the video and switch it to the other side. So Damien's going to be a little uneven. I'm going to let you choose whichever side you want, but we're going to start with, we'll start with both legs out here, a regular squat. So we're going to do toes pointed out and drop down. This is like a sumo style squat, dropping in, dropping down and in. So Damien always has great form, which is awesome for me. What can happen sometimes, if you see from this angle, is people will drop forward as they come down, and that actually right away I felt it in my knee. And so what happens is when you go forward, you go ahead and keep going. What happens when you go forward is it gets into your joint here, and when you're here, when you come back, it gets into more of the lower extremities that you want, the muscles here that we want, the quadricep muscles, the inner thigh, which is actually one of your hamstring muscles, believe it or not. So stay nice and low. If you're wanting to add a little bit, heels can come up. It's like this, so you're up onto your toes, and then you continue that drop, okay? So you do that as many times as you can. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 20, okay? And then just walk your feet together like this, and you're just gonna drop into a regular squat. Knowing if you want to, go ahead and bring your feet together now, Dame, and drop down. Perfect. And again, I can see from this angle, her knees are staying right back away from her toes, going right over her ankles. She's dropping down. We're avoiding this. Again, that goes in the joint. Not good. This is all quadricep muscle that she's working. There's obviously a little bit of the backside working, but you're getting mostly quadricep muscles here. Just fantastic. Awesome. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, we have a wall here. You do not have to use the wall, but I'm going to have Damien use it for this purpose. You could also use a couch if you're inside. You can even use a shoebox if you don't want to go as high as a couch. I'm going to have you put your one of your feet on the wall. You get to pick. The other foot stays out front, okay? And she's going to come all the way forward on this one, okay? So her body goes all the way forward. Yeah, so notice that she's immediately hopping that foot out. The reason for that is that once again, she'd be out over her toe if she didn't do that. So by bringing her body weight forward like this, so hands out to my hand, both of them out like that. Yeah, perfect. And then body goes forward and drop down. Do you feel that in your hamstring? Oh, yes. Isn't that great? So it's drop down incredible. And up. I get the good job here. I just tell them what to do. Reach those hands out and just pulse down like this. So what's happening right now is that hamstring is working a lot, okay? Next thing we're going to do is go into a calf raise. You're going to stay right where you are, my friend. Drop back down there.
This feels really good. Like this.
That's not what I want. So stay out here and do a calf raise. So heel up and down, right? So now she's getting the hamstring and the calf. These are rather intense. What you can do if you want to is go ahead and come down, Dame. I'm sure that you would like that. Is she could take it here instead. So she can have her foot on the ground, right? And she could do that same movement. So that's a little modified. It's not quite as intense because there's not as much weight going forward. And then she could come up, hold from here, and do the calf raise at a higher level. That's a little less intense on the hamstring. So those are some options, okay? So next we want to get glutes. So that's your rear end, right? So go ahead and stop right where you are, Dame. You're coming back here, so you're going back forward, and you're just going to tap your foot on the wall. So when she does this, front leg can be straight, making it a little slightly less intense. It's still pretty intense. She's just, yeah, lining up. She's just, she is tapping her foot on the ground, but you can't see, but right now what is happening back there is her glute is firing. Her leg is totally straight. One thing that people like to do, Damien's not doing this, and we didn't practice this ahead of time. She just is really good. I've got to say that. This is what people do sometimes, that kind of little donkey kick. We don't want to do that because that goes into hamstring. I want it to stay in the glute. So she's just got that perfect little raise. Last thing, the hip area, right here, protecting the hip. Go ahead and face me, Dame. Foot goes back on the wall again. She's up nice and straight here, and we're just lifting. So she's just going to lift from there and tap. It's pretty intense. Yeah.
Can I do this? Oh,
Yeah, I know. It's pretty surprising. It might be. So what's happening here is that she's got her leg way higher than mine, and she's tapping on the wall, and she feels it a lot right here. So in 5 minutes, you got all of those exercises. I did a lot of talking. She did a lot of working. You could do 10 reps. You could do 5 reps. You could do 20 reps. Make sure you even yourself out and get both sides. Finish out this Friday. Have a great weekend coming up for you. And thank you so much for joining us.
happy Friday.